Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got the Diaboromon playmat, we got the Wormmon memory counter, we got our buildable Tentamon, and we got 4 more packs of BT23 Hackers Slumber to look at. We had a pretty good first video, we pulled 2 super rares. Last box we only got, I think, 8 super rares or better. So, unfortunately that's a fourth of the box, but still, I think we're good. We got Waymon, Gekomon, which there's a new Gekomon, I think, which is going to make things confusing, but meh. Lilamon, Elizamon, Waspmon, Crescent Leaf, Demimeramon, Lady Devamon, Makiko, Anjouamon, Matadoramon, 7 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. Digivolve from level 4 with a CS trait for a cost of 3. Scapegoat, on player when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Then if Digivolving from the trash, you may play 1 play cost 3 or lower card with the Undead or CS trait from your trash without paying the cost. Inherited effect, all turns, once per turn. When any of your other Digimon would leave the battle area, by deleting this Digimon, they don't leave. I mean, I don't like to delete this Digimon because it'd be a level 6, but I think we remember that it's got a way to stay out. So, I think it might work. And we got our second copy of Jessamon. Very cool. He is a 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP. Digivolve from Savior Huckmon or level 5 with the CS trait for a cost of 3. Digivolve while an opponent has a 10,000 DP or higher Digimon and from Huckmon for a cost of 5. Rush Alliance. When Digivolving or when attacking, you may play 1 Atho, Ren, and Por tokens from your hand or trash 1 Digimon with Sistermon in its name without paying the cost. This effect can't play cards with the same name as any of your Digimon. And the token is Digimon White 6000 DP with Reboot, Blocker, and Decoy Red Black. Your turn once per turn. When any of your other Digimon are played, this Digimon may attack. So, something that I'm reading this again, because you always need to read cards a couple times to understand some stuff. Is that, first off, that is 1 token, the Antho, Re, and Por. And second off, it's not going to leave, what was it? Goldramon, I believe, has ones that, leave play when he does. So that one will stay out even if this guy leaves. But most importantly is that if you're playing multiple of these guys, you can't have more than 1 Antho, Re, and Por on the field at a time, because it specifically says that it can't play something that's got the same name as something else, so you couldn't have 4 of those out. Just something to realize. And again, you get that when you're think about a card, or you're reread the card, which is important to do. That card has a little nick right there. I don't like that. That's our super rare Ghostmon, Cannon Beamon, Gardramon, Unjamon, Lopmon, Unique Emblem Soul Banquet, Fun Beamon, Kabuterimon, Doskamon, Tentamon, Huckmon, 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1,000 DP. Digivolve from level 2 with CS trait for a cost of 0. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name, and 1 card with the Royal Knight trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When any of your white Digimon are played, gain 1 memory. So, again, this one, it's just dipping its toe into, being in the CS, and I hate that. Main reason for that is that if you're if this was like the pre-release, for example, and I played this out, I would have to activate the on-play effect. That's not optional because it doesn't say you may. It says reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. So I would reveal the top 3, and that would give my opponent that information. Like maybe I've got my Tiger Vespon that like I pulled for the pre-release there, and now that's on the bottom of my deck, and my opponent knows that I don't have that anymore. So yeah, I don't like that because there's no way to pull like CS trade or anything else. Like it's literally just looking for the Royal Knight stuff. All right, let's hope that we got a rare here because it did have that little nick. Oh, it's the Alta. Ooh. Oh, that's terrible. That hurts me because it's got that little nick there. It's not terrible, but it's still just a little nick. All right, we got you, Nogi. 4 play cost. Start of your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. All turns, when any of your Digimon with the CS trait would be deleted, by returning this tamer to the bottom of the deck, place one of those Digimon as a top security card. Security, play this card without paying the cost. So this is an uncommon that we've gotten as an alt art, which again I'm not crazy about. It is an okay card though, but nothing too crazy. I am disappointed that it had that little like nick in it, which I didn't put there. Like that's how it came, which that's just a thing that like happens sometimes. Like luckily I don't look about getting any of these cards graded or anything like that, which if you ask me, like grading kind of not worth it personally. Like I'm not in that scene. We got Edamon, Yokomon, Birdramon, Nano Machine Break, Eaterbit, Weregarurumon, Sanglupomon, the Sistermon Sisters Training Gym, Phantomon, Machine Dramon, Matadormon, which we just looked at, didn't we? Yes, so we don't have to look at him again. And we got Gallantmon. Very cool. I think this is my 3rd copy, maybe 4th. 11 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. Digivolve from level 5 with the CS trait for a cost of 3. On player, when Digivolving, until your opponent turn ends, their effects can't play Digimon or Tamers from the trash. On player, when Digivolving or when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. For each of their Digimon and Tamers, add 2,000 to this DP deletion effect maximum. Again, this is a good one because it's going to kind of punish your opponent for playing the game. Like on average, I'd say like anyone's going to have like 2 Tamers, and deleting a Digimon is going to be 3 cards on their field. So that 8,000 is probably going to bump up to like 14. And because it's on play when Digivolving or when attacking, then you Digivolve, you delete something. You attack with it, you delete something else. With the only caveat being is that each time that happens is that ability is getting weaker. But with Tamers, that doesn't really matter because he's not going to be deleting those. He's only going to be deleting Digimon. So every single time he does it, they're going to go down in power. But as we've seen, there are some ways to counter it. With this one, where it's just like suspend it, and then we place them as a top security card. Other ones have ways of stopping themselves from leaving the play. So yeah, there are some outs, which is good. And it's some cheap outs. So I do appreciate that. Alright, final pack this video. And we got Ankylamon, Flickmon, Geogreymon, Coachmon, Perorimon. Something disappointing about this is that like Amon never came to the US, so they don't have America or like English names, which is kind of interesting that they didn't like decide to give them English names. I think that would have been fun because I think this is like a food critic like app or something like that, if I remember correctly. So they could have done something with that. Like named him Criticmon or something. Monodramon. Ankylomon. Greymon. Eater Legion. Okay. Fae. 4 play cost. Start of your main phase. If you have a Digimon with the Royal Base or CS trait, gain 1 memory. All turns. When cards are placed face up in your security stack, if any of them have a Zaxxon or Royal Base trait, by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. Then, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Like, I'm wondering if I would put it in the Royal Base deck. I'm going to have to double check with the tamers that are in there. Because I know that there's only one that I was using in that. And so I'd have to, like, see if this does anything for the deck that I would really like. And we got another Violet Imboots. She is a 3 play cost. Start of your main phase by returning this tamer to the bottom of the deck. You may play 1 Violet Imboots from your hand without paying the cost. Then, if you don't have a Digimon, you may play 1 Ghostmon from your trash without paying the cost. Your turn. When any of your Digimon digivolve into a Digimon with the Ghost trait, by suspending this tamer, that Digimon gains Rush for the turn. Okay, now rereading this again. Also, security, play this card without paying the cost. It's not, you can't take things out from the trash. It's got to be like digivolving. So that again, like still, I think I'd rather play other Violet Imboots. But yeah, that's another 4 packs. Next time we'll finish off the left side of this box. As always, if you guys have any ideas for future videos, or if you want to see me like try and build a deck like as an idea, like leave it in the comments down below. Like I have a bunch of cards that I could build decks from. I'm not gonna like build it the most expensive. Like if you guys are like, oh, build a Morphemon deck, like that's not happening because I feel like I would need like 4 copies of the promo, which that's over $40 at this point, and I'm not spending that. But if you guys have any ideas for decks that you'd like to see me play or make, leave that in the comments down below. I will try and do it to the best of my abilities. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good old thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. The algorithm loves it. As always, remember to hit the bell icon because we upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.